All right, folks, the deck is Exodia Shaman. The goal of the deck is to control the board in the early game, remove our opponent's stuff until they have no more stuff, heal up a little bit, and then work our way towards Prescience into Rivendare Warrider so that we can shuffle those minions into our deck using Reincarnate if necessary to kill it early on. Then either draw those off of the second copy of Prescience or Countess Ashmore so that we can play from the other side to pull them from hand and kill them. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle or here on YouTube. Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for doing your part. Now let's see if we can tank this this rank. Watch this. Roffle's grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards. True. True. So what that means is that nobody can suggest cards or question why they're in the deck. Got him.
Versus Arthas. You will know endless torment. What lurks beyond the firelight?
Keep the Warrider. Did you notice from the other side card artwork looks scuffed, looks like an unfinished draft? Does it? I don't think that's true.
Me have bad for you.
Looks pretty sweet to me. I want to have 2 mana left over next turn so I can play the Ice Fishing.
The fallen will serve.
These eggs are a little annoying. Play these two together.
Job's done.
To go like Elemental Destruction and then kill the egg minion with the Overdraft.
Reach for the sky.
Or I could go Perpetual Flame and do that. Wait, I just get the damage to face instead, as well as end this opponent's entire career. Do I even need to play the Overdraft here? I can just take next turn off. That was such a powerful turn. The downside is I don't get to play the Rivendare, so.
Job's done.
I remember you said that running more Flurgl, Toxfin, and Shadow Shaman is really bad because of considering what happened since then. They printed new strong Murlocs. And the meta shifted as well.
Pick me.
So a lot of things changed that. Like clearing boards is no longer on its own is no longer enough to win games of Hearthstone. You have to develop as well. And that's what things like Scargill and Clownfish allow for.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody? What is it?
What is it?
Pick me! Pick me!
It's a little bit concerned about the... Oh. It's annoying. That wasn't even from their deck, it was, Wait, was it? No, it was from the noggling. Is that worth?
My power will storm yet.
What could be better than a 7-mana 6/6?
The scourge will wash over this world as a form of death and destruction.
Roffle, you just lose, right? The opponent is at 14, and it can continue removing their stuff. I don't think we just lose from here. It's kind of going to be our turn off anyway. So it is now possible that we do lose. But until the Marigard came, I think I was like actively way ahead in that matchup.
Now more than ever.
We're in that situation. Dredge and hope for some overdraft damage. I don't think overdraft is what gets me there. I think just removing their stuff is.
Close enough.
It's going to be tough to win from here. Is it a bug or intended change from the other side art? Looks unintended to me. I can't imagine why, when we looked at how good the regular art looks, that they would use this version instead. We just go next now. Their hero power is going to race ours down. That Marigar was pretty unfortunately timed. Why are you BMing? You have 0 chance to win. That is not true. Nor is it BM to play towards my outs. You absolute baboon.
Rukon versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Alright, keep the ice fishing.
I see you've brought guests.
Fortunately, I have a lot of reactive cards that don't play well into, like, Mildred. At least that guy's horses are still alright, true. That's a turn 1 shuffle. That's a unfortunate draw, but it may actually be beneficial to have drawn that, since like that keeps our hand size low. I mean, I explained what outs I was playing to and what potential win condition I had throughout the game, so I don't think that you're answering or asking sincerely. I think you're just needlessly being combative. Again. Just keep my hand size light. So I do need to draw a lot of cards to win games of Hearthstone, and I don't really see much benefit in toteming up when I need board space eventually. But it's harmless here when we're at this stage in the game. Turn 1 shuffles never get old. I still get people asking in the comments why it's a bad play. But like, you just don't really want to dilute your deck in that manner when you might need to find the other cards in your deck to respond to, especially in an aggro matchup, to respond to what your opponent is doing. They actually discovered it? No, the aquatic form card is right here. Oh, we were talking about the dark transformation, I see. It's actually not bad. It gives me some, like, insight into what they draw. So now we know they have a minion. Casper, you can move on like literally everyone else has. Ooh, should have kept that Devolve. Oh god. I did not anticipate a shellfish, but I guess given the turn 1 Jade Idol, I should have thought about it at least. Oh, welcome, Purple. You have any way to search out the Rivendare? Nope. I mean, theoretically, we have a turn 10 kill. Or 10, yeah. It's not turn 10. Because Druid things. Fine.
Time goes short.
Would like a 1 mana card. Yeah. That certainly works. Draw first because I don't want to necessarily add those to hand. That killed, unless they solar a due process, we should be fine. Let's not burn our horses. We have redundancy, so I can avoid that. It's fine. That does create some complications with the Ashmore. A little bit, but...
My power over you grows stronger yet.
1, 2... Yeah.
Job's done.
Alright, we just play the redundant one and then dump some hand. Or we could just like play the from the other side and like then all we have to do is draw the other one. I think this is probably better.
Welcome, lost champ. Let me introduce you.
I need the taunt man. That was the hardest one to get off of the Ashmore specifically. Heyo.
Your life is mine.
Overdraft would be very useful in real life considering you can use your crippling debt as a weapon.
I mean, isn't that what banks do all the time? So it would only be fair if like a person could as well. Thank you, Snowman. The opponent's win con now. Hope you burn both copies of a horse. Yeah, that's exactly what they're playing towards. Which is hard to do without a due process. Surprisingly easy? Yeah, honestly, I mean, the opponent did draw for us, and then also, like, we played around their game plan by dumping cards early. So it made it hard for them. And I don't want to constantly harp on it, but they did play a turn 1 shuffle.
The earth itself is my ally.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Right, I don't really want to play against Shaman opponents because they have Devolve. So I probably... They also have, like, Mutanus and stuff. It's kind of brutal, but I think I just have to reincarnate my my Baron. Unless or until I don't want either of those because I have the Prescience, so it's good to know. But I just want to make sure that I hit the Reincarnate unless I see Devolves for whatever reason. Probably worth just holding off until turn 4 for this so that I can coin, or have the opportunity to coin the Baron. But I don't know if I'll take it because of the aforementioned issues with Devolve. Now I definitely can't take it, but I don't need to be in a hurry to play the Prescience because I know that I've got bottom deck Rivendare and Countess.
For no one but me.
You here for the tour?
Makes the Devolve a little more appealing, but probably still unnecessary, so let's just sit here. I don't want to, like, play into Dirty Rat Devolve either. It's likely an ice fishing that they got. Look, turn 6 is for cowards, that's what I always say. We also didn't even necessarily guarantee the draw off of this because we could just hit the Toxfin.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Which kind of Shudderwalk is popular right now? I mean, the Murloc heavy one is probably like with Rotgill and Clownfish Scargill. I don't know if it even runs the Twin Fin necessarily, just because you don't need, with Astalor, you don't need a lot of like copies of your Shudderwalk. Just a single Shudderwalk should get the more you want like copies of Astalor a lot of times. Missed the Warrider, but fine. You don't even need Shudder anymore, just need Astalor and Bolner. Yeah, Shudder is mostly just there to get you like additional Astalors if like for some reason the first 7 didn't kill the opponent. And then it also like repeats the Astalors themselves, so just like a damage finisher.
I do the crime, you do the time.
Clearly this is Mutanus bait. Yeah, that must be it. That's a Devolve gone. Oh man, what a gift. We haven't seen a duplicate yet either, so there may only be one Devolve that we have to worry about.
Always little time.
So many choices.
Do I risk it here? The concern is we might be too slow. Like, I don't have the from the other side yet either, though. Wait, I just have the Reincarnate. What am I thinking?
Turn back, and your death shall be merciful. We ride.
I can read the cards that are in my hand.
Turn back, and your death shall be merciful.
Next turn, we can go Flurgl, Tox, Countess. It's fine. They did have another Devolve. It came off the top. So, kind of unfortunate, but that does mean when we play the Ashmore, we do hit everything. So I don't know if I necessarily want to shove her yet and like tip off my hand without a like from the other side in the wings. Thing is that like it still draws me, like I'm concerned that this is a
If only I had some warm
an ice fishing, but I don't think I can wait. I think I just have to take the risk here because drawing cards is what gets me closer to the from the other side, which I currently don't have. I guess another alternative would be to hold the Flurgl Tox for like the sake of having it be like a 2 out of 5 or a 3 out of 5 instead of a 100%. Yeah, we'll simply just draw the from the other side. But the reason why I played the Ashmore and why I changed my mind was that like drawing 3 cards from our deck does make that more likely to happen. I also do have like Farsight as a possibility to draw me the from the other side.
There is little time.
I don't like that totem. I want to leave myself open to like, errant devolving missiles or something.
Oh, it's about to get windy out here. I see.
Could be worse. No more devolves, you can play the horseman out? I mean, no more devolves, they could have devolving missiles, so they could have primordial wave. They've already played a few atypical cards and I've run into some of those recently, so I don't know that there's a need to take that risk. It might be worth playing Rushman now. Like, they could have Hex, I've been hexed recently, there's a lot of weirdness that could happen. How are you going to win? I draw the from the other side, play it, and then win.
Give in.
Could Hex go back to 3 mana? Probably. But I don't know. Then do you push Polymorph to 3 as well? Like, I feel like that Polymorph was the reason, which maybe you could, honestly. But then, yeah, Polymorph to 3 would make sense.
You play with Perp now.
Can I just use that to to clear my my guys? I don't know. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to have happen. The issue with not playing the Horseman is the longer I wait, the more likely it becomes that they draw the Mutanus. Why not Devolve first? Because I was probably still going to make this play. Because Mutanus is probably more likely than some of the cards that I'm playing around at this moment. Alright, if this can die somehow, then I can kill off the Blammo with the Torrent.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Unfortunately, the Shudder with the Lotheb is kind of a bummer. Great timing. Rumble would be the bummer here.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Even, like, I didn't play a spell last turn, so I didn't have the Torrent available. I should have considered that, but, like, that was probably better just to play the Bracing Cold.
I wake once more.
They don't have any freeze effects, so should be fine. It also would only cost, it's 3 less, not just not resetting it to 1, so I don't think it would work, unfortunately.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
GG. Oh no.
My hand is too full.
Wait, the taunt. Oh my god. It's not GG yet. I don't have a way to kill this in enough time. Oh, wait, that saved me. No, they're just gonna summon it again. Only 1 Lotheb, I think you're fine. Literally none of what you just said is accurate or true.
Your life is mine.
It was, in fact, 4 Lothebs. And I am not fine.
Our gift of frost shields us.
This does not at all seem like the play. What are they doing? They just threw. You just like... I lost that game. I don't know why they didn't just continue cycling the shutters and... They had a grumble in hand still, didn't they? Am I crazy?
Brukan versus Tyrande.
I cannot find eternal rest, and neither will you.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
They didn't have any shutters, hand was full. I mean, they had grumble, though. Unless I'm mistaken. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Maybe hand too full, but, like, the grumble should have been the first minion back, right? I don't know. I feel like there's a world where you just alternate the shutters and Lothebs, and then you get a free one there. But I could be misremembering. Oh god. Not the Silence Priest. Didn't Grumble get Finley? I don't think that they played a Finley, did they? The 3 1/1s, I think, maybe 2. That doesn't matter because the... I don't know. I feel like the things that we're discussing are... Like, the Grumble was there on board before the 1/1s ever were. Because the Grumble should have been there from the previous turn. I don't know. Farsight into Farsight. Actually, 0 mana Perpetual Flame can be pretty good. Overloads for 2. Nice. They do have silence effects, right? Because they run the 0 mana silence in this deck. So I need to not let them silence my Rivendare.
Run as fast as you can.
I think I saved this for removal next turn. Opponent definitely had Grumble. It showed up on Firestone, so it was a throw. Yeah, I was fairly confident that was the case, but as usual, chat did their standard gaslighting. Or, more accurately, just confidently stating things that aren't true.
Loved to catch you live today, Roffle. Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Alina. Appreciate the support as well.
Too much power!
Dredge trade? Why would I give up 2 removal spells at this stage in the game?
Only power!
My priority is removing their stuff right now, not assembling the combo.
Quick chat, if you gaslight hard enough maybe we can lobby the energy corporations for some rebates for lighting the whole city.
It seems pretty unlikely to me, but thank you, Kali. It's worth a try, right? I mean, we gotta win at some point, right?
I'm coming.
Thank you again, Kali, for the super chat. Might I suggest to your opponent, run more card draw? You might suggest that, but that...
It's very likely, and you just said so. Don't you remember? You definitely said that you agreed with us and we were all very handsome.
That doesn't sound like me at all. That's not even my voice. But thank you, Kali. I think we made the opponent rage quit. Hand got too full, he couldn't get it in his hand again, I think. Well, again, you're... I don't know why we're still on this, but, like, they could have manipulated it so that Grumble was guaranteed back to hand, no matter how much. Or Shudder was guaranteed back to hand if they had a Grumble, no matter what. In fact, it is guaranteed because Shudder was always the first minion that they played, so it always goes back to hand first. Like, at this point, even if it gets silenced, we'd probably still win. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed. So this is a phenomenal example of when chat just goes like, just defies all logic and reasoning in order to justify something that an opponent did that didn't make sense. Their play did not make sense. We can leave it at that and move on. You don't need to justify their play because it lost them the game. It just didn't make sense. And we can move on.
Roffle
For the love of God.
definitely said Kali is very handsome.
Did I?
Versus Jane!
You win this.
Oh, no, 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 no! I don't want to get stars. I don't understand Grumble, or play Hearthstone enough to understand Grumble priority. I mean, that's fine, but you don't have to speak authoritatively or try to, like, suggest reasons for what the opponent did, if that's the case. Like,
I bring the
you just hang out and
fury
watch.
of the elements.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
We have turned our curse into our strength.
You're welcome, Abby. Chat will keep rehashing the last game for months now. I mean, it's not even the last game anymore. It's like 2 games ago. Don't you dare have a health buff. Because of that concede, it's now 3 games ago. Oh, true. True. Chat just really on one. This is unfortunately very
Arguing
bad
with
matchup.
chat is like herding cats.
True. True, except, like, at the end of herding cats, at least you have a cat to pet. Like, there's literally no upside, so I don't know why I keep doing it. Why don't you play games with people from chat from time to time? What is the supposed benefit for me? I have in the past, and it was a giant headache to try and coordinate. People got mad at me when they got left out. And then it also isn't like the content that most people want to watch.
Muzzle their magic.
Jeez. I need to hit like Lightning Storm. Oh no! Oh no, I forgot about the Neophyte. Rip. It's fine. I wanted to lose my stars anyway.
That's enough. Time to eat.
It's a miserable matchup for this deck and in the game of Hearthstone anyway. I'll be right back.
Brukan versus Jaina.
My sorcery will prevail.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Secret Mage is actually just impossible for this deck, right? Because of the objection. So, if it's Secret Mage, we'd probably just go next. Okay. A lot of people in my comments recently have been convinced that Quest Mage is actually just still fine and a good deck despite the nerfs, because there's the possibility of sometimes Romnath working out. So let's see if that's actually true. Spoiler. But Dane plays Romnath and Quest Mage and wins. Actually, that was almost verbatim what somebody said.
Bask in my radiance.
Wait, we hit both? Unreal. Okay. Well, at this point, I just want to kill this myself to play around polymorph effects, but I can do it a little bit easier with the Torrent. Oh no, the little Meiji Weiji has to make do with only 1 to 2 or 2 extra consecutive turns? I mean... No, because what you don't understand is they have to make very unreasonably contrived plays in order to ensure that you get Potion of Illusion off of Sivara so that you can then, on turn 9, guarantee that you get Romnath back to hand, and it's really just that simple in, you know, the current state of Wild Hearthstone where there's a lot of hyper aggro. It's very simple to set those plays up.
Quest Mage is Def Tier 1 still, and everyone watching this, specifically around my rank, should go build it and queue it up, preferably against me.
True, true. That's great advice. Thank you, Kali. Now I can actually break the Rivendare next turn. Thank you for the super chat. The problem is, like, turn 10 is still not guaranteed, you know? So what would be ideal is if I can set up like a Scalding Geyser into Farsight. Fantastic. This might be a YouTube comment of the year, given that order. Huh, maybe that makes sense.
This power is ecstasy.
Okay, it definitely makes sense now. Sure. Meh. I do probably want to clear this board. Yeah. So that I don't just get like 2 turn killed. Because, like, we could just die to the singular time warp if we're not careful. Like, in this situation, they already want to be chaining extra turns. That's why Parrot was so good, is that they would have won right now if Parrot existed still. Oh god, not like this.
My power over you grows stronger yet.
I want to be able to activate the Torrent. This card would have to be Romnath for them to be able to go off. Wait. don't kill it. Oh god, are they gonna polymorph it?
Bask in my radiance.
Interesting Conjurer's Call. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of that was.
Fan the flame!
Yep. Well, I don't know. It could be that those YouTube commenters were simply just coping. Because that did not seem like a very strong deck to me. It's almost like when you completely delete a core card in a deck, that deck becomes less strong.
Do you drink coffee still?
Yes.
This is for coffee. Or whatever you want. I have no power over you. Anyways, hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. For a variety of reasons.
Leave no trace of this.
If anything, I drink too much coffee, so it's perfect. Thank you. YouTube commenters are the Socratic theologians of our time. By that I mean they don't listen and are discerning to any dissenting voices and are convinced of their own intellect over everyone else. I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same time, you're not wrong.
Look! You shinies!
Okay, well, this guarantees the Toxfin at least. Just to show that people love to call anything except the decks they play OP. I think what happened was that, like, people just saw something being successful and made assumptions about, like, no matter how long a video is that any creator makes, you're never going to see enough games of that deck that, like, actually give a true representation of what that deck is capable of in, like, enough games to matter, I think is really what it comes down to. I'm kind of afraid of just like spiking damage from the cannon, so let's do this. Yeah. Seemed like a good call. Seems like a good call. It also healed for 4. It's not irrelevant. We hit for 5, but there's no reason at all to take that risk. Aren't there literal stat sites they could check? Not terribly reliable ones right now, with it being still fairly early and like VS hasn't released a report. So there are just like not necessarily at this moment. And I don't think that enough people are playing Quest Mage to give a realistic sample of what the deck is capable of either. Still gonna lose this game, aren't I? Like this ice fishing is just kind of stuck here. Certainly a helpful hit, though. But like, I need to be able to keep their board clear so that I have the time to play the Rivendare, but like, because of this card, I'm not able to. Unless I top deck the Overdraft back in the hand here.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
Perpetual Flame would also be pretty good. So, I certainly have outs. Perpetual Flame would be very good. I think I just die if I play the Overdraft here, so. Just play the fishing to get it out of hand. I mean, what does that accomplish? I don't need hand space. What if they like randomly run an Okani? There are benefits to keeping it. And there's seemingly no upside to playing it.
Pirate's code.
It's 9 damage right now. Probably need to do this. Definitely worth it. Yeah, it's a good sign. Oh my god, I'm an expert at drawing or rolling Taunt Totem. What is a card that they drew there that they wouldn't play? Cutting Class could also be like a Secret Passage, maybe. Don't really like any of those choices. Taunt? No. So I had to end at some point.
Trust the pirate's code.
I am low on cards.
And the smite is becoming more and more inevitable, isn't it?
Pirates away!
Okay. Kill that, kill that. Jeez, we're getting down to the wire. Yeah, I don't think I win from here. I don't have the time that is necessary. Unless this rolls something absurd. Kinda did. Oh, we didn't even get the... Oh, no. I really needed Blammo. For the lifesteal. God. I mean... It's just Mr. Smite here, right? There's no smite in their deck?
So many choices.
Stand down, ye gold-winged curly bird! Try your flight! Stand down, ye gold-winged curly bird!
I'm dead to smite if that's what the last card is. But it feels like they would have just played that last one, wouldn't they? But what is that card?
If only I had some warm soup.
They've played 2 Secret Passages, they've played 2 Cutting Classes. I'm at a loss here. Brigand?
My power.
I don't know. This allows me to win next turn. As long as I don't die. Which I feel like anything... Cutting Class is probably right. It is not right. There's, again, 2 Cutting Classes here. I have no idea what that card is. It could be, like, a door? No, they would have played that. Like, any card that I can think of, they would have played. They played 1 Puffer Fist. Yeah, but they would have played that turns ago. I don't know. I needed to know.
Brucon versus Jake.
You win this.
No! No! Oh, I don't want to be Diamond 5. Still not there yet. Could have gone taunt to prevent extra damage. I could have, but then I wouldn't have won the game of Hearthstone on the following turn, right?
Brucon versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Keep the Devolve for Big Priest. Maybe it was Door of Shadows? Yeah, I considered Door of Shadows, but like Door of Shadows they would have played earlier.
Too much power.
Wait. But they didn't go Shadow? Weird. Why didn't you from the other side as soon as you had 2 in hand? I considered it. But what would that accomplish? Like, the only thing it would have done was clear the board. And even the first opportunity I had, it wouldn't have fully done so. How do you always draw an overload card when trading Overdraft? I mean, that's just what we call a skill difference. Oh god, what if they get my combo? They can. They can get the Rivendare. Gonna need to find another Devolve, I suppose. Turn is just this.
Is anyone else lost?
Turn back, and your death shall be merciful.
I don't think there's any reason to play directly into like silence effects. And there are some pretty reasonable silence effects that the opponent may be running. So until we see like an empty hand, I don't think it's worth to just roll out the Rivendare here. Especially since I can just kill it with the Torrent next turn. Sure.
Turn back, and your death shall be merciful. We ride.
In a lot of typical cards already. Yikes. Should be no singular card off the top that kills me, and I win next turn, so. I think this seems like the way to go. It's a singular card that beats me here, but fantastic. They're just copying me completely. Well, unlucky. We made it to Diamond 5. Hey, look, they even died this time. I feel like From the Other Side did what it's meant to do. For a change. Well, that's unfortunate. Rip fun opponents. Wait, this Brucon skin is sweet. I thought it was going to be impossible to top the turkey leg.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Yeah. The Even Shaman onslaught begins. Ready for Secret Mage and Pyrogue? You forgot Even Shaman, the most popular of all of those decks. And the strongest of all those decks.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Yay. Was the forfeit button broken, or did you just not surrender? I didn't, because it's not entertaining. Huh, I'm going to now, because this is very clearly a robot, because no human would make a play that absurd. This is why I didn't want to hit Diamond 5, is you just queue into a bunch of Even Shaman and Pirate Rogue bots. Warrior? In my game of Hearthstone?
Victory or death!
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Okay, we can get a sense of whether or not we want to trade the Overdraft on one. I think I just do. Yeah, this is a very good card. I can now Perpetual Flame on 2, and then Prescience on 4, after I skip my turn 3. Or I can simply play this beautiful ice fishing that I do. And consider coining a Prescience.
All it takes is a lot of lava.
Nice patches. Wonder why bots are so hard to get rid of. Isn't a rich company behind the game? Yeah, the company is rich, but they don't tend to invest a lot of resources into Hearthstone specifically. And then on top of that, like, how do you get rid of bots? Like, I don't think it's as easy as just like one line of code to search for bots and then delete them.
So many choices.
It's like, I don't know, one of the only reliable ways to determine if someone is botting is like watching how they play, which is hard to evaluate programmatically. If bot ban, there you go. Problem solved. Seems like a slow control-y. Pirate deck. Let's do this, and then we'll trade next turn. Probably do want to not get blown out by silence if I can.
If is bot equals true, then dispatch killer to house.
Yeah, that's a YouTube chat solution if I've ever heard one. All right, I'm no coward. They're not running silence. Or they have silence in Pirate Warrior? I mean, they could have shellfish, right? Not shellfish, the starfish. Why would they run Bash and Outrider's Axe in Pirate Warrior? Just sites have ways of detecting if a player is using a bot to determine their moves. Yeah, isn't that partially based on like their error rate though? So like, I feel like if it's easier to evaluate what a more optimal play is in chess where there's no hidden information. I actually didn't want to do this first. My order is bad here. Actually, no. I wanted to shuffle because I had seen 2 cards already. Because I wanted a better chance of finding from the other side off of the dredge.
Clearly they must run Smothering Starfish so they can buff their Galarka Glutton.
True, true. Thank you for confirming that, Spectre. Appreciate it. As far as I'm aware, chess sites check what a bot would do, and if you share a sequence of moves with said bot, you get booted. Yeah, that's what I assumed was the case as well. But, like, that doesn't seem as straightforward to do as in Hearthstone, where none of the bots make nearly optimal plays to begin with. I really wanted that to survive for a couple of reasons. First of all, the Ashmore is now a little bit less reliable. It also shuffled.
My power over you will
and I don't have the from the other side anymore, so it's pretty unlucky. Yeah, that was pretty brutal for a variety of reasons.
Have you seen my raid the Docs/Dragon Warrior control list in the Discord, and do you have any plans to do a similar deck to it in the future?
I have not. That is a mouthful. I will take a look though, but no guarantees. I'll, as always, play something, because I did a pretty, well, I did an amalgam deck fairly recently in Warrior, so depending on how much overlap is there. But thank you, Gastoma, for the super chat.
I must choose.
I think in Hearthstone you'd have to go more based on deck lists and how long bots take to make each move. Well, then the bots could simply vary their playtime. That would be very easy to do. I don't think that they have a standard rate of play. And on top of that, the bot decks eventually become very popular because they get put on HS replay as a result of like the high amount of games that they play. So a lot of like human players end up, you know, adopting bot decks, and then you're like, that doesn't like, then you have an error rate and you end up banning human players. Is that what you want to do? Because that would not be a good idea. It would not be a very player friendly thing to do, to randomly bot or ban human players.
Give in.
Let's get Blammo down here, even though she's not the redundant one, the healing would matter. Like, you need to ensure that there are exactly 0 false positives, or as close to 0 false positives as possible, because, like, people have spent money on the game, and them getting banned is, like, doesn't offset the harm that bots do, or the risk of banning a few real players doesn't offset the harm that bots do. So, it's... You can't go by deck lists, you have to go by play patterns. So how do you, like, again, programmatically evaluate and determine what is a botting play pattern? Very... like, you have to define that somehow. We win next turn, so I don't want to overload here.
Job's done.
Right. Well, I guess I still could, but we'd definitely win next turn. They could implement an in-game captcha system, random after every few random number of games. I mean, they could. I would. So you're kind of, the problem there is that you are kind of punishing, like, legitimate players as a result of.
Armament upgrade complete.
All hands on deck.
Oh no! Oh my god, I just got obliterated by the... This high roll killed me. I mean, I guess I got a low roll on the weapon, so it could have been worse, but my god.
Foot you pump day.
Thank you, Curran, for the super chat. Not quite hump day
If
yet.
chat has found a surefire solution to ensure that all users and actors in a system are good faith operators, then I would love to see it.
Yeah, like, I don't... I mean, CAPTCHAs is a CAPTCHA every number of games is, I guess, the closest way, but like there are ways around CAPTCHAs, and like that becomes kind of irritating for, like, again, good faith actors. A lot of times people that are like not familiar with like programming and development just assume that like it's magic. So like I know we were joking about the if bot then ban statements, but like some people probably do think it's about that simple. And I don't think that people also see past like the level 1 issues of solving that problem of identifying the bots, and then like there are consequences to how you identify bots and what the potential impact of how you identify those bots are. There's no way to catch bots reliably without either inconveniencing players or having false positives. Yeah, I think that's a good synopsis of it. I personally wouldn't mind a mild annoyance every once in a few games in exchange for massively reducing the number of bots, but what you have to consider is the fact that you're watching me play this video game on YouTube right now means that you're like significantly more engaged and concerned about that type of thing than your average Hearthstone player. Your average Hearthstone player just wants to like play a game or two from the toilet when, you know, they're bored at work. And they don't want to get interrupted by the like CAPTCHAs every time that happens, you know? Really expecting that to be oh my god, since they didn't attack.
Blood and plunder.
I guess that explains it. Why is it never oh my god? The average player might not even know they are a bot. The average player probably doesn't know that there are bots in the game. Like, full stop. Like, I think that's how like unengaged the average player is, or tends to be.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Yogg-Saron? We have cookies.
Well, since you have cookies... Wait, no, I don't want to talk about Yogg anymore. Thank you, Cathandrian, for the super chat. Can you stop, please? Wait, this isn't going to hit a singular big minion. There already is a report system? Yeah, the problem is that, like, most like game developers are really restrictive of the information that they share with that type of thing. Like, nobody hears or knows about if and when people get banned, so it's like, it feels like you're just sending off reports into a black hole. Yeah, having the Flurgl talks is still probably a good thing, I guess. I think you underestimate the average player, TBH. I don't think they... I don't know if they care, but I'm sure most of, not all of the players understand that bots exist. People that come to this chat are sometimes confused about the discussion of bots in Hearthstone because they didn't know that they exist.
Turn back, and your death shall be merciful.
So I do not agree.
We need a large number of independent judgmental humans reviewing every Hearthstone game and determining if it's a bot. Chat, our time has come.
Yeah, and if anyone has that under control, it's chat, and they're flawless, success rate of identifying bots. Alright, set up for a turn 10 lethal. We have seen both Oh My Yogs, right? Oh god, no, we haven't. I need to draw a 1 or 2 mana spell next turn.
Really?
Our record is unbroken. We have identified thousands of bots on the ladder today alone. True. And that's before we, even made it to like 50 games today. It's incredible. Wait. It's 9 damage right now. If I roll taunt, I probably play the Countess. I will die to another conviction. I'm willing to take that risk to ensure that I win next turn. So. Since they don't have another Oh My Yog, this is absolutely the play. Play the top decked one because it's funny. Rushman was actually a really good top deck under the circumstances. Yeah, there was some thought to playing Rushman, but it would have made it harder to, like, we would have had to rely on more turns.
From what side?
The other side. Thank you, Sika. It would have taken more turns, which increases the risk of, like, accidentally dying to something weird over time. To practicing rolling Taunt Totem more often like Roffle does, he's so good at it. Yeah, true. To be fair, that time it was, like, I had enough totems on the board that it was pretty reliable. I thought bots were just really dumb people or just people that were new until I saw videos about them being a problem. Yeah, see? Again. Because there isn't, again, this is going to be the end of the discussion because we've been on it for quite a while. But, like, there isn't a real clear incentive for botting in Hearthstone, so it makes sense that people would be surprised that it's done. And there's no reason to assume that people are, like, making bots to play Hearthstone. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Coin.
If 3 rights make a left.
This is why I wanted to keep the AoE stuff.
Job's done.
Is because Outcast Demon Hunter is becoming pretty popular. A Devolve might be nice to have, but I can always get it off of the, just because of the potential, like, pariah buffs.
Roffle trying to change the subject softbots because he secretly is one?
No. You don't know that. You have no proof. You haven't developed a way to ensure that's true. Thank you, Redacted, for outing me. But also, I guess, for the super chat. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to farsight into the Prescience anyway, so.
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
This deck definitely has a silence effect, so there's no reason to play directly into it if I can avoid it.
Who's hiding now?
I have at least one of the demons in hand. It's probably the Walloper. Looks like I might be wrong. I'll take an extra 2 here, I suppose.
I'm meeting a friend. They will never.
But I do need to save this until the Walloper comes down. Or Wallopers.
If 3 rights make a left.
Guess it is possible that it's also just like a green rag or something. Because it feels like at least one of them should have come down already.
Do you see what must be done? Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Ouchie. It looks like the Altruis is what they're saving it for. Allegedly.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
They do have another one right here. But I don't really have much of a choice but to play this. It's a smart setup on their end, because now they can just weapon into this while playing the other Walloper.
This way, you fools!
Anyone order a ghoul to the face? They will never catch me.
This is why I didn't want to give up the Devolve early, but I've been under quite a bit of pressure.
Is it safe to feed?
Order seems like it could have been better. Awful, how did you get so good at predicting the cards that they have? A lot of games of Hearthstone. And like in that case, Firestone helped as well. I need 5s here. Potential game losing.
Is it safe to feed?
They will never catch me.
Imagine random damage on cards. Yeah, I wish they had like gone back and corrected the elemental destruction along with like lightning storm. It's just not really a fun way to play Hearthstone to guess what your cards do like that. GG.
Job done.
That's enough. Time to eat.
Probably would have been still pretty difficult to win from there, even if we had cleared the Walloper. But it would have been a lot more possible. It wouldn't be Hearthstone without Crackle low rolling to miss lethal. Crackle has this beautiful, beautiful way of guaranteeing that somebody feels bad after it's played.
Brukan versus Valera.
Watch your back.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
You leave Crackle alone? No. No, Crackle is one of the worst cards that has ever been printed in the history of Hearthstone. Not in terms of strength, but in terms of the way it makes people feel. And, like, the fact that we haven't seen a card like it or Implosion since their release is proof that I think the devs learned that that was a big mistake and they haven't made it since.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Pirates away!
Is Crackle or Implosion worse? I mean, right now Crackle is the only one that sees play, so it's much worse. But Implosion used to, like, I think in terms of how bad it felt, was probably worse when it was a playable card. Just because it like decided games on turn 4 if you managed to high roll it. Or if you happen to low roll it. So they're just both really, really, really bad feeling cards that glad haven't come back. I need to play a spell this turn, so it's got to be this one. Double Torrent next turn. Blizzard should just buff Crackle to do 30 or 0 to 30 damage just to spite the player base. Better yet, like, why even take risk? 0 to 35, just in case somebody's running Renethal.
Look! You shinies!
Give me that. Not what I want.
I think most of the time we're just jamming the Rivendare. And hoping that we can use the healing rain to carry us. The exception might be as if I hit a board clear,
Fish, landlubber.
but I don't have one, so.
Pirates away!
Well, it's a phenomenal draw. Do I ever go rolling for a taunt totem here? I think I just need to spend the mana on this. Hit Diamond 5, immediately stopped running into fun decks. I mean, my last opponent was kind of fun. But they're definitely fewer and further between. In part because it's very easy for bots to hit this rank, so this is the ranks that you start queuing into a lot of bots. But that was why I'd been avoiding it to the best of my ability, but I don't know. It's not. With a win rate, it's really hard, or a win streak bonus, it's really hard to stay out of Diamond 5.
Feed the fish, lover. Put your dukes up, small fry.
I really still need a board clear in order to get there, I think. Like a single 6/6 taunt isn't going to give me enough time. Especially with that cannon on the board.
Trust the pipe.
Oh, just beat me. Yeah, I'm just dead here. Good God.
That's enough. Time to eat.
It's top deck the Last Horseman. That would not have done a singular thing for me. Even if I survived the turn, top decking the Horseman would have been a horrendously bad draw for me. And would have caused me to lose the game.
Brukan versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Not to attack you or anything, but doesn't insta-concede D-rank you pretty time-efficient IMO? Yeah, but it's not, like... I'm on stream. It's not a time-efficient on stream, and nor is it enjoyable content for the, you know, hundreds of people watching me. And then... people... also just... playing a lot when I do. Can use the geyser to set up the from the other side with the far sight. The problem is, like, Shard is a card that the opponent is running, so I'm like the bottleneck is likely to be having a way to kill off the Rivendare. I don't think it's worth going through that too. Jeez.
Wow.
Wow. There we go.
Wow.
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 Wow. Wow. I didn't hit a singular 5 on that. Fortunately, I don't have a turn here, so I need to dodge a Epsilon coming up. Far so good.
Wow.
Wow. Hopefully I can recover in time. Is that a thing you want to do?
So many choices.
Jeez. This gives me another reroll. I feel like it's just Flurgl or bust.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Why didn't you torrent their only minion? I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't think there was a turn where they only had one minion on the board. What's the from the other sides? Up a little bit higher, but I won't be able to play them in time. I think they have Neptulon in hand, so they just jam the Neptulon and then win on the following turn. You Reincarnate the Toxfin, would it proc? No, Firemancer says play. Not summon.
You will be crushed beneath the endless tide.
I don't actually know if I have a way out here. Taunt totem? No, you can taunt totem this. Not enough here, is it? Didn't hit it anyway.
That's enough. Time to eat.
Almost got there.
Brukan versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
What lurks beyond the
Devolves are annoying
firelight?
for me. If the opponent has them, but I think I have to keep one for totems if it's even Shaman. Not even Shaman. But also just Shaman in general is pretty bad for me because a lot of them run Devolve. And now I run the risk of like getting hit by a Dirty Rat or even in like Ancestor's Call. Hey, welcome Ian. Ostra, hello. Oh, the Devolve is still going to be good. Order. Kind of need to spend the Devolve here, don't I? Because allowing this to generate more value kind of makes it so that I'll never have an opening to play the cards I need to. Top decks have been pretty good today, yeah. Yes, they have. Holding on to the Overdraft with the Perpetual Flame is probably wise. Like, I was considering just trading the Overdraft, but we've got pretty good control over this game so far. It looks like those might be spells. Murloc Shaman tends not to run Devolve, so feel confident in this play. I feel like it's everything. They're just gonna kill that for me. Double everything? It could be everything and no fin. But the way, pretty good for us from here. Although, if we consider that it is no fin, this becomes a bit of a risky play. but I don't
My
die, so...
power will grow stronger yet.
Like, honestly, in either case, it's not the best line, or the best situation to play that in, but it is the best play that I feel like I have right now. Develops a 6/6. Either spell is pretty bad for me. Was double everything.
Give in.
Pretty brutal outcome there. They've got 17 showing. If I just kill that, we're dead. So we're probably healing here. Unless I hit a Foxman. Okay. Guaranteed to land on the healing rain. I think I can also just do this. No reason to overheal here.
Job done.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
We take trades. Trade makes a little more sense with that. It's a lot less expensive than if they were just to full trade. Leaning towards Rush, man. Oh. Shouldn't be anything that kills me from here, right? No Fin is another 20, 19. Oh, maybe we are. Okay, we're fine. Like, removing the minion and healing for 5 did the same thing. So. Oh no, he got poisoned. How will we ever win?